So as some of you may know, I have been doing the Not So Berry Challenge for a couple of years now on my channel. We're all the way on the pink generation, and something really bad just happened. I don't want to say exactly what it is in case you want to watch it, and if you do want to watch it, I'll leave a link to the playlist down below. But let's just say something happened and now my Sims have to downsize into a smaller home, something that they can, afford, something a little bit more modest. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I am going to be building them a new house to live in. Now, this could be temporary, this could be permanent. I guess we just have to see how it goes, right? I was thinking that what I could do is maybe build them a trailer home. Like I said, I am on the pink generation, so it has to be a pink trailer. And it's kind of funny because this is the second pink trailer home that I built on this channel. I did one years ago, and here I am again doing another one. So it's almost like a full circle moment. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, I'm thinking that what we can do is we'll make it kind of cheap-ish. Like, I don't think it'll be a starter home, but it won't be like super expensive. Like, I want something run down, maybe like slightly run down where like it's livable. It's nice, but like it's kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's what I want to do today. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna just start off and we're just gonna build a little rectangle, maybe a 5x11, so it'll be a little bit bigger. I may draw a little bit of a bump out like this, and I think I would like for the bedrooms to be on this side. So we're just gonna like, it's not really gonna be even, unfortunately, but it doesn't really have to be because we have a baby basically. But I think we'll have both of the bedrooms be off to the side like this, and then of course for the rest of it, we can just like circle it in, I would also like to have a like sheltered carport thing hanging off the house. So I'm gonna get a couple of columns. They have to be kind of close-ish to the house, but essentially what I'll do is I'll get a couple of these columns here. We're gonna have to turn on constrained floor elevation, unfortunately, but we're gonna basically get this roof to connect to the house. Okay, so let's see if this actually works. I'm gonna just bring this over to the house kind of like this so it can kind of connect to the corner. I may have to redo this because I need to like do the other roofing first, but it's looking like it's gonna work, and that's kind of what I wanted. I guess we'll just roof this section. Maybe I'll have a little bit of an overhang, or honestly I wonder, can I just make this do this? I mean, that also kind of works. It looks a little goofy, not gonna lie, but like that could also work. Maybe if I'm able to, I could make this come back a little bit like a tile. Y'all, I don't even know how to explain what I just did. I did some crazy roof work, but I finally got it to look seamless. It's technically two different roof pieces, but you can't really tell. So as you can see, we kind of have like a little carport section. Okay, so when it comes to like the roof color options, there's just not that much in the game. We do have a couple of pink ones, so maybe we could use like one of these. Like, this is terracotta, I believe. We could use the wood shingles, maybe. That kind of has like a pink hue. Maybe we could use that. I guess we'll use this one, and then what we'll do, we'll just use like some really bad wallpaper for the house. So I'm thinking of using something from Ambitions because I know they have like a lot of good rundown old wallpapers. So I'm thinking to use something from that pack. I just need to look through everything and just see what I like. Oh, we could use this one. Or is there like one that's a little bit more distressed? Maybe this, but I'm gonna see if we can try to make it pink. And luckily for us, it comes with these corner pieces. It could be a combination. So we have like the siding, and then we also try to have like maybe like a metal or something, because I think there's a metal one that comes with the pack. Yeah, we could maybe use like one of these also for the house to kind of like make it look more like put together, Maybe this whole section can be like this siding, and then on the other side, we'll use like some of that older looking one. So here's the hard part. How is this gonna look if it's pink? Because some of the stuff in the game doesn't look that good. It depends on like what the material is that will kind of determine like what it will look like. So we're gonna have to play around with this one a little bit, I fear. I kind of like the way this is looking. Like, it looks like a really older pink color. And then what I'm gonna do next is we're gonna get a fence for the railing and stuff. I don't really know what one to use. We could use this one and make it look really old and run down, because I've seen this before. Maybe we'll use this one and then we'll give it like a really old distressed wood swatch color. This house is gonna look so bad. Oh my gosh, like, ew, disgusting. Oh, you know what? Same thing for these columns. We need to make this look rusted. Luckily, we have a lot of rusty metal designs in the game. I am gonna try to make them look pink-ish, kind of like this, I would say. Maybe this could be a little bit lighter, or honestly maybe a little bit darker. All right, we're gonna use these stairs from base game, but luckily for me, I already have a pre-made really distressed swatch, so we're gonna end up using this for it. And we'll also make this match with the railings. Maybe what I may try to do is have these match so they look a lot more closer together. But yo, this looks so bad. Like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be living like this. Okay, y'all, so I think I'm gonna either use this door or I want to use this one. Well, you know what? I think I like the other one because this one's a little bit taller. So I think I'm just gonna end up using this one. It also kind of matches in a way with the wallpaper, which is kind of crazy. Also, one thing, speaking of the wallpaper, I want to look and see if it has any corner pieces, because like some of these wallpapers have corner pieces. It doesn't look like there is a corner piece, which is okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing it. Okay, speaking of wallpaper though, I am gonna go over and I want to use this one for this side. This way it'll just look a little bit different, you know? It'll stand out some. But I want to make sure I get these corner pieces. And don't worry, I am going to make this one pink as well, because, like, you know, maybe a different shade of pink. I don't really know, like, how it's going to look, because it kind of just depends on the material. Honestly, this isn't so bad. Maybe we make it a little bit darker, but, like, that's kind of subtle. But, yeah. It looks like rust, you know, like, just like a rusty design. But, like, this could kind of work. I kind of like it. It looks like it could be brown. It looks like it could kind of be pink. I like it. It's kind of subtle. All right, so before we move on the inside, I want to do a little bit of landscaping because, like, we might as well do it, you know? So I'm thinking of having, like, a dead tree or, like, something or, like, a small tree, maybe right here or right here by the house because I want one that's kind of close up to it, you know? So I need to look through and see if I can find one that I actually like. I actually do kind of like this one. Maybe we'll use this one somewhere. Oh my gosh, y'all, do you think I should use some of this dead grass? This is just so sad. Like, I want to, like, make it cute, but also I'm like, I really want it to be run down. Honestly, I may just use a couple of these so we can have some greenery around here. But, like, this just looks so sad, bro. Like, oh my gosh. So now I'm just kind of going in and just adding some dead grass. I'm rotating it so it kind of looks a little bit different. I also would like to have a dead tree in the yard because, like, you know, I feel like that would really make everything just kind of come together. Just having like a dead tree. I know there's this one from the store, but this one's like a little bit too dead. So why don't we use the one? I think there's also one in Ambitions, isn't there? There's these. But I don't know if I want to use this one. Maybe the one from Supernatural, or maybe the Pets Pack has one. Let's check the Pets Pack. Does it have one? I don't think it does. I know Supernatural has a dead tree. So yeah, I guess we could just use like one of these. Maybe we can have it like in the yard, kind of like over here, kind of like so. And then of course we'll get more dead grass to go around it. This is just like really sad, y'all. It's giving like Halloween. It's really giving Halloween house. What I'll do is I'll get some more of these shrubs and just kind of like place them kind of around, but not quite, like just kind of hidden in little areas, you know? Let's get some windows on this house because I realized that we don't really have any windows, unfortunately, and we kind of need some windows. So I don't really know which ones to use. Like, we could just use these from Supernatural. Maybe in the front of the house we get a small window, and then like for the other sides we get like some bigger ones. I feel like I need to put a rocking chair here. Like, I kind of feel like I need to have that. I know I'm looking for windows, but I just got the random idea and I feel like I just need to put that so I don't forget about it. Same thing with like an outdoor light. Maybe I could have another little light underneath this little carport, like maybe back here somewhere. Okay, y'all, so I want to get maybe one little window, and I'm just going to put it off to the side like that, just so we can have one in the front of the house, because I feel like it just needs something there. And I guess what we'll do for the rest of the windows, we kind of need to just do the floor plan, you know what I'm saying? I thought about maybe getting another door and putting it here, but that may cut into the space that we have available. So maybe we could just have windows on this wall. And when it comes to the windows, actually, I don't really know what ones I want to use. Like maybe just like a big one. We could always use these little narrow ones as well, like from the Pets Pack. Like maybe that could kind of work. And then we just recolor them. I just thought about it too. We need to have a bathroom. Maybe we can have the bathroom be by the front door. So yeah, because we'll have like a bathroom window and we can have the bathroom be here. Y'all, I forgot that we had these windows that are kind of like boarded up and they also are kind of cracked. Do you think we could use these instead? Like, I know this is kind of goofy, but like we definitely could. And they come in different swatches, so they can all look a little different. Maybe we could have one back here on this window. This is just so, this house is just so, like, this is just going to be so bad. Why don't we get some wood flooring? I think we can maybe use something kind of cheap. I know this one is the one I always use. Maybe we can try to make it look a little bit more distressed in some way. I don't really know if that's possible, but we're going to try. We do have a lot of different distressed looking ones in the game. All right, y'all, I feel like we have to do some really old, outdated wallpaper. I'm going to start with the little middle section. I don't really know what it should be. Maybe flowers, or maybe it could just be like a random design that I could find, but it needs to be like really old and outdated. That's the vibe I want to go for. You can kind of just tell that this place hasn't been lived in for a really long time. That's the big vibe today. Okay, so I found this tropical design and This is kind of what I have so far. It is pink, right? I'm trying to make things pink, but not like super pink. Why don't we just go ahead and get a door for the bathroom? I think I'm just gonna use maybe this door. Like, honestly, the cheaper the better, honestly. We need to also have a kitchen section. Maybe what we can do first of all is I'll get a half wall to kind of have a little bit of separation. So we'll have like, maybe this be like a little entryway. Do you think I should have the kitchen be here, like by the front door? That's not unheard of. Like, that could maybe work. I need to find like some really old counters. These, you could tell these are just older and they have a lot of different designs on them. We're definitely gonna use these. I fear we have to. I don't know what design I want to use actually. Maybe this one because it has like the corn on it and we are like in a field, so maybe we could have that. And I want to just recolor it to look kind of old, but also I want it to kind of be pink if I can help it. So I gotta play around with the color wheel a little bit. I feel like, ew, y'all, look at this. This is so nasty. Okay, we need to get a fridge. Maybe like this one, or honestly, maybe this one. Let's just use the one from the base game. I'm trying to keep the price down, so we'll just use that one from base game. And then I do need to get the stove, so I'm gonna swap out one of these for the stove. By the way, you know what's crazy? I don't think I have this lot listed as a residential. Let me go change that real quick. So the original lot is just listed as like, I think it's like no visitors allowed. So why don't we make this a residential so we can actually live here today? And now I'm actually able to place a stove. Oh, look, I want to use this one low-key, y'all. I know it's store content, but like, look how old it looks. That kind of low-key looks nice in the corner. I am going to get some upper cabinets. I know that this set, I think it comes with, yeah, it comes with like matching upper cabinets. So we're going to just use this, and I want to get the same corn swatch. We'll get some pots and pans and put it above it like so. I want to get some floor, but I'm also going to use a fence to kind of make it a little separation, you know? And then I do want to recolor it. So we can go for like maybe pink and green-ish to kind of like match a little bit with the stove. Whenever I want to have like a really grungy sink or toilet, I like to go to the paint option, and then we have like these really old distressed like chipped paint ones. So I'm going to use one of these and make it kind of yellowy. And then sometimes I'll just make the other one kind of darker like that. Looks like it's mold or just, I don't know what's in there. If you didn't know, Sims can cook on this corner piece. So basically the kitchen is done. I do need to get, however, a trash can. Why don't we just use this one? I want to do the same thing with the fridge, make it look a lot more older. So we're just going to use like one of these designs, or honestly, maybe this one. And sometimes I'll make it kind of a little bit yellowy, so you can tell it's been sitting here a while. But yeah, we're gonna go for that for the fridge. That looks so bad, doesn't it? Maybe the stove can low-key be the same. We just kind of use the same color scheme for it, but just kind of have it look a little old. I may get a little end table or something just to kind of go right here. Honestly, this one could work, or maybe we should just use this one. Maybe we should just use that one and we'll just have it there. I don't know what we'll put on it. Maybe like a plant or something, just to kind of have a little bit of decor. I don't think Pinky and Leland was really like furnishing this house. I think it's more like they just moved in and this stuff was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's more that kind of vibe. Yeah, maybe we'll just put this little plant right there. Okay, why don't we move on to the rest? So we have a lot more space. So it's actually kind of good because we do have a lot of cats. So what I am going to do real quick is I want to make sure I get a cat condo. We're only going to have to get one, y'all. I don't think we have enough room for a bunch of them, unfortunately. So we'll just have one, and, you know, the cats can all share it. We have a lot of cats, but they can all just take turns, right? Like, it's going to be fine. We'll just have that be right there. I do low-key want to get the automatic food bowl. Maybe I can put that one here by the door. And then we'll definitely make this pink. And then for the cat condo, I don't think I have a saved pink swat, but I'll make sure to make this one look nice. Maybe we can pretend that they brought this from home. Or they just bought one, you know? Okay, so really quick, y'all. I noticed that we have these wildflower spawners. I'm gonna get rid of those because I don't really want wildflowers to be out here. Like, I'm kind of like in the desolate vibes, low-key. I may actually put some spawners though. It won't be wildflowers. I think I'm gonna get some roach spawners if we have them. I don't know if we actually have those. Do we? I don't know, but I kind of want to get like, oh, there's spider and termite spawners. I didn't even know we had termites in the game. I may get some of those. I want to look and see if we have any roach ones. I think there's some. There's beetle, beetle, beetle. Maybe we don't have roach. If anyone knows like where it's located, like what group, let me know, because I definitely want to get some. But I guess what we can do in the meantime, we'll settle. Maybe we'll just have like spider spawners and termite. Maybe I'll put the termites like outside, like maybe out kind of like close to the house, like so. And then for the spider, I low-key want to put it in the house, but I'm gonna like put them outside. So we'll have like spider, and then we'll also have termites. All right, y'all. So next up, we'll kind of just keep moving on to the house. I would like to get a bookshelf. So I need to kind of get things that I know that Pinky can use, you know? So I want to have like a desk. I want to have a bookshelf, maybe a laptop, or maybe we can just bring a laptop that he already owns. But I would very much like for him to have a desk in here somewhere. So maybe I'll like put that off to the side. I would also really like for him to have a bookshelf, so I think I'm gonna just use this one, and I should probably turn off move objects really quick. I'm gonna just have this be kind of close to his workspace. And by the way, where's the TV gonna go? I just thought about that, y'all. Okay, maybe we can move some stuff around. I didn't really think this through. Okay, bookshelf can go here. Maybe TV can go in the corner. I've done things like this before, so we're gonna get a really old looking TV, like so, and then we're gonna get some chairs. Bro, you think we should get these chairs, y'all? Like, are we this down bad? Maybe not. Maybe we're not that down bad just yet. We'll get this chair, because this one is like really, really old looking. So we're gonna get this and put this like kind of close-ish to the TV. And then what we'll do is we'll use this other chair from the university pack, and we're kind of put that around it. Where's this gonna go? Ooh, I don't really know, y'all. Because like we could have the desk be in the middle like so, and the bookshelf be behind it. Where's the cat condo gonna go? Maybe we can kind of like squeeze this closer over here. I want to use these for the lights in the bedrooms. And then for the bathroom, I'm thinking we just get a single light bulb like that. I want to also get a little calendar over here by Pinky's workspace. It's like I want to clutter up the space a whole lot, but I kind of don't at the same time. I also need to get a litter box because like the bathroom is kind of small. We may have enough room to squeeze one, but in case we don't, I do want to get a litter box, and I guess they're gonna have to share one. This is like so sad, y'all. Like it's not funny, but bro, all those cats got to share one litter box. Like, this is wild. I am going to also recolor this bookshelf, but this is kind of what it's looking like so far. You know, I recolored the chairs, the rug, all that good stuff. It's looking good, I guess. Technically, I guess. Oh yeah, I do want to get a plant and put it in a corner. Maybe I'll just put this here just to kind of have one. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty decent so far, at least, right? It's looking pretty decent. All right, I guess we can tackle the bathroom next. Low key, I want to use the same floor, but I think I'm gonna use a different one. Maybe we'll use this one and I'll just recolor it some. Maybe instead of having the blue, we have green on it. I don't know why I'm like doing pink and green today, but that's kind of like the color scheme that's in my brain. And for the wallpaper, do you think we should just have something that matches with it, low key? Like, honestly, that could work. I do want to go ahead and get everything that we'll need for the bathroom. I don't think we'll have enough space for a shower tub combo, so maybe just the shower. I would also like to have a countertop, so I guess we'll just use one of the ones from here. We should have enough room for a toilet, I believe. We should be able to place it right here. Yeah, so we'll have enough room for all of the main amenities, which is really good. I'll go ahead and get this sink, or maybe we can get one that's like that. I do want to recolor, however, so maybe we can make this green, and then maybe the shower could be like a white color like that. And then as for this, I want to make this look kind of old, so we're gonna go back over to the paint. We'll still make it green, but it'll just look kind of old, you know. And then as for the toilet, we'll do something similar. Luckily for us, I do have a rundown swatch of a toilet, so that kind of works. Maybe what we can do is we'll make the toilet sink a pink color. Usually I will put a mirror above the sink, but we don't really have space for that today. Maybe we could just have one here, like, I don't know. Or maybe it could just be like here. Maybe that make a little bit more sense. Or honestly, hold on. Maybe we can swap these around. I guess we'll just move this back this way. I guess that works. All right, so I guess we can move on to the bedrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Leland and Pinky's room first, seeing as how theirs is the biggest one. Here's the crazy part. This may be like too small. Like, I think this needs to be a little bit bigger, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I think the rooms need to be one tile bigger because otherwise they're not gonna be able to sleep in here. So fortunately for us, I think I could just make this a tile bigger. Actually, let me just make sure though, before I redo the roofing and everything, let me make sure this is enough space, for example. Yeah, that should definitely be enough space for both of them. Good. We'll just make it one tile bigger and I'll just redo the roofing really quick. I kind of want to use this bed low key, y'all. Like, I know it's not the best, but like, I kind of want to use it. Maybe I should have it be this way, and I'll see if I could try to squeeze in a little dresser. That way, like, we can still have one in the bedroom. There's just not a lot of space in here, so I can't really add too much. I'm gonna use the end table from the pets pack, and then we could probably have some artwork in here somewhere. Maybe this picture of a cat. We could have that above the bed. Y'all, this house is really just giving abandoned grandma's house. I could honestly imagine this just being like a house for an old couple or something years ago, and then like they don't live here anymore, so it's just like the house just sat and sat. Like, this is really what it's giving at this point. So I guess to finish off the house, we'll just get a rug, maybe the one with the butterflies on it. But we'll get like a rug to finish off. Maybe we could just use this one just to kind of finish off the room. Let's go ahead, y'all, and go over to the last room. This is the nursery. So I feel like if anything, I should probably get a bed in here. And maybe I'll just do that later when we actually move in. But I'm just going to get a little crib for Mo. Yeah, this room is big enough, you know, definitely for like actual bed. So we'll be able to swap it out when we need to. I guess we can set this up as like a nursery, you know. So I'll get this changing table, put that by the door, or like kind of put it over here to the side. I do need to get a little potty for him. Maybe I can like squeeze that in the corner of the room, kind of like back that way. We could definitely get him toys. He has an imaginary friend doll, but I'll just get a little like teddy bear in here just because. And I would definitely love to give him a toy box. So maybe like this old-timey one, or maybe the old-timey one from the Supernatural pack would be better. And then I would love to get a rug in the middle. So I think I'm going to use this circular one right here. And is there any like artwork that I could maybe put up that's kind of cutesy, but kind of also gives like an older vibe? There is this one with the little freezer bunny. Maybe I'll put that up in here somewhere. I just realized too that this needs to be like more peachy color and not so much pink, because that is the color scheme of the Next Generation. I'm gonna also recolor the potty. Maybe we can go for like a teal kind of color. That seems to be the color scheme. It's like teal and peach, you know. Okay, so I did put a little parking space underneath this little carport. That way, like when my Sims come in and park, they can actually have the car there. Now Leland also has a car, by the way, so maybe what I'll do for him is I'll like just kind of put one off, maybe like over here to the side of the house. Also, I forgot about the trash can. We'll just put that kind of close. And then we'll make this also pink. And you know what, y'all, low key, I kind of want to have a broke down car back here, or like a tractor or something. So I'm going to see if I can try to find one real quick. All right, y'all, here we go. I found one. I'm going to put this one like off to the side, kind of like so. I wonder if it comes in different swatches. You know what? Should we make it pink? I was going to make it red, but like a pink tractor may not be so bad. And then maybe I'll get one more of these little trees just to place it right here. And I'll get some more dead grass and just kind of place it around like so. And we'll have like one more of these little shrubs kind of off to the side like so. But I guess on that note, that's pretty much the entire house done. So before we go, we'll get a good look at it. So as you can see, this is what it looks like from the outside. Very rundown, you know, needs a lot of work. I mean, it is livable technically. We have a little tractor. There's 2 parking spaces for out here. We also have a little rocking chair outside too. But if you go on the inside, but when you first come in, as you can see, we have a little like foyer entrance area. We have a food bowl. I did include a table just so we could have a table. There's also a litter box. We have our kitchen area over here in the corner as well. And if we go over this way, we have a living room. So we have our cat condo. We have our couch and chair. There's a TV in here as well. Back here, we have a little workspace, office space. So we have our desk and bookshelf. And then we can go on to the rooms. So over this way, we have a little nursery. I love the color scheme. The nursery probably looks the best out of all the rooms, like honestly, but we have a little nursery over this way for Mo. Over this way, we have Pinky and Leland's bedroom. So they sleep right over here. And then over here, we have our little pink and green bathroom. Again, I don't really know why I chose pink and green, but I think I was inspired by the wallpaper, you know? But that's basically everything for the entire house. So if you do want to download this, I'm going to leave it linked down below. But anyway, y'all, that's all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Follow me over on Twitch while I stream a lot more The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!